Well, we are tracking extreme weather in our region with this heat wave. But if we take a look out west, we can see Hurricane Hilary right behind me is sitting here over southwestern Nevada, and it will be moving north by tomorrow morning into the Idaho, southern Oregon area. So again, we did see some pretty substantial rainfall around Los Angeles with about 5 inches of rainfall in an area that usually does not receive that much rainfall. But again, taking it back closer to home, we can see our temperatures are very impressive for the 6 o'clock hour, with those temperatures into the low 90s for most of us across the region. And if we factor in that humidity, again, it is still at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, feeling like it is 111 in Carbondale, 113 in Cape Girardeau, and 111 in Paducah. So it is a very, very warm evening out there. And for this reason, the Weather Service has gone ahead and placed portions of our region into an excessive heat warning, which went into effect yesterday at noon and will be going through Thursday at about 10 o'clock in the afternoon. So again, we do have that all of western Kentucky included in it, southern Illinois and southeastern Missouri, and that is going to be going for temperatures that will be close to 100 degrees and heat index values that will be over 115 degrees. But if we take a look outside right now, we can see the sun starting to set in Carbondale and in Mount Vernon, and it is not a bad evening out there with minimal cloud cover, but again, it is very, very hot out there. So I'm expecting the rest of your evening to look like temperatures are going to be into the mid 90s still by 7 o'clock and dropping into those 80s by about 1 o'clock in the morning. So again, it will be a very, very warm day tomorrow and a very, very warm evening. So again, we are tracking that dangerous heat for tomorrow and that extreme humidity that will be sticking with us through at least Thursday, I think. And sweltering temperatures again will be continuing through at least Thursday, but I'm expecting that to actually stick around through Friday. So if we take a look hour by hour, by about 7 o'clock, an hour from now, we should be seeing those temperatures finally get into the upper 80s. But by tomorrow morning, we're going to be starting into the low 80s and even the upper 70s for a lot of us. So again, it is going to be very, very hot at 6 a.m. And by the lunchtime hour, we are in the low 90s and upper 80s across the region, which this would be a hot day if these were our highs. But I'm expecting things to get even hotter with the upper 90s by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's still going to be in the 90s by about 7 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So overall, I'm expecting tomorrow to be a very, very hot day. And similar to what we were experiencing today, I'm expecting the heat index tomorrow to be around the 115 and 116 degree mark, maybe even as high as 117 in some locations for tomorrow. And then for Wednesday, we will see those heat index values top again at 115 for some of us. So it will be a very, very hot next few days. So if we take a look at our warming trend, I'm really thinking that these really, really high heat index values will be sticking around through at least Friday, but Saturday looks like it could be a little bit cooler with a heat index value of 100. The fact that we're considering that a little bit cooler is a little bit surprising considering it is late August. So it is a very, very warm evening out there. Again, and that is because we do have those oppressive dew points that are going to be into those upper 70s and in some cases into the low 80s. So go ahead and download that Storm Track 3 app for all of your latest weather information. And back again towards the Carbondale area, western Kentucky and southeastern Missouri, we will be remaining abnormally dry for at least the next 6 to 10 days. So overall, it's going to be hot and it's going to be dry and it is definitely going to be humid out there. So again, those upper 90s are sticking with us through Thursday and Friday, and by Saturday and Sunday, we should be cooling down into the low 90s. And then finally, Mark and Julie will be getting into those mid 80s, which is just more seasonable for this time of year. And again, it's finally going to be cooling down next week.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to stay dry, but those cooler temperatures will be welcomed.
Even for me. Okay, I admit it. I love the heat, but this is a little much.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a little much, but I'm ready for fall. Fall is really close.
Almost there. All right, thanks, Garrett.